So if you've been staying loyal to this semi-broken game, you will notice that Puppeteer in the latest meta is ridiculous. They have the Power Possess, which is a 60-second cooldown, so 1 minute, 10% damage, 80% maximum health. That's just level 1. You start getting that up a little bit, and now you have 15% damage, 85% health. You level it up more, it is, 20% damage and 90% maximum health, and then 95 health and it's 20% damage. So let's go to Hunter Ash. So this is Hunter Ash, and his exorcism ability has a 90-second cooldown, basically a minute and a half. So basically, that's 30 seconds longer for Hunter Ash than it is for Puppeteer. With that being said, let's carry on. And all right, we're gonna start a game here, and basically just showing gameplay as Hunter Ash, and to avoid being a clickbait kind of thing, because I'm not really a fan of clickbait. Long story short, if you want to counter the Puppeteer right now, well, good luck in solo queue. This is probably my 4th attempt without having a team that doesn't know what they're doing. This is actually a good team. I got blessed with them. Basically, his exorcism ability, keep an eye out for Puppeteer and stick close to your team. That's really important if you're going against Puppeteer, especially right now in the meta, is stick next to each other because he is powerful enough that it doesn't matter if you're Henry, it doesn't matter if you're Kelly, he is able to take you down if you go on your own. Like even like a half-assed Puppeteer can take out a full-assed Henry or Kelly, basically, or any of the other really good solo players. So, when you're playing as Hunter Ash, basically watch for a possessed unit that has a red glow around it. I'll point it out as it happens throughout the game, but that is a really good way to basically take away any power that the Puppeteer has, because unlike Warlord, unlike Necro, unlike Plaguebringer, Puppeteer is straight up BS in the beginning. He can down an entire team before you find like one pink F if you're not careful. Now, as you see here, we're playing on the big map, and we got 2 warriors, we got 1 support, and then we got me as Hunter. And yeah, like I said, basically it's 90 seconds for the Puppeteer, or no, for Ash to get his Exorcist ability back. And it's 60 seconds, so 1 minute for the Puppeteer to get their Power Possess back. And the Power Possess, like we were going over in the beginning, it covers a shit ton of health, it covers a little bit more damage, but another thing it does too is fear. So it's as of now, it's an extremely unbalanced, I would say, feature to the game, where it basically kind of breaks the game if you're not prepared for it, or if you're not ready for a possessed Puppeteer basic to get on top of your ass. And apologies for the late start. Usually I like to start things off showing the demon that we're being introduced to, but I was saving that until I was for sure it was a Puppeteer, which lately that's been most of the games. Before it was Necro, but now it's a lot of Puppeteer because I don't know, I guess demons right now that lost a lot since this advantage that they have, and they're taking advantage of it.
You have obtained another section of the map. Surely, luck is on your side.
Usually I showcase games too where I perform pretty well. I'll be honest, this game is more to show like just how to deal with the current state of Puppeteer. And if you're watching this years later, just to be specific, it's right after Mia and David and the Plaguebringer were dropped into the game. And yeah, it's not even the damage that's too crazy, but the damage plus the fear with the damage is really strong. It's the 80% health that goes up to 95% extra health. That is just complete bullshit. And I'm saying that as somebody who kind of for a while thought this game was tipped towards survivors. Now I do watch Sledge's stuff, and I noticed he was kind of an advocate, you could say, for solo queue. I kind of disagree. I want teams to kind of get their shit together and really know how to play effectively with each other's strengths and weaknesses. But I will say playing solo queue has gotten more frustrating, you could say, when you have people that just don't really know their strengths or weaknesses and assume that they're a master of all, pretty much. So, for example, you know, I have like a Cheryl that snatches my legendary shotgun as a hunter, for example.
I could never get enough of these.
So, I don't really run into that problem though. Going against the other demons, yeah, they're more powerful, but really the buff that the demons have gotten is kind of a small but significant one, where the NPC units, the ones that aren't controlled by the demon, are a lot more aggressive. Like they'll barely give you a breathing room before they start smacking you around. And it's annoying. It's really freaking annoying getting ping ponged. But at the same time, it's also, you know, I'm kind of okay with it because a lot of times I saw demons just getting stomped. And I mean, as a demon player myself, occasionally, if a team just sticks together, that's enough to counter you. So overall, I really don't mind kind of the changes. It's just the 80% to 95% range. Let's be realistic here. 95% health increase to possessed units is something that the flute, something that the bad influence or cauldron can only fucking dream of. Like, it's just straight steroids into your basics. So best way to counter that is Hunter Ash. He already has a good ability, like with exorcisms. They're already really annoying for a demon to go against, but honestly, I think it's the best chance that people have against, like, especially randos have, going against a puppeteer as of now. And so as of now, lately, I've been playing a lot more Hunter Ash just to counter that fucking power possession. So Henry kind of looks committed to just doing his own thing, which is fine. I trust Henry to be Henry, but these other two, we're all sticking together: a support, a hunter, and a warrior. Really, what else do you need? Also, a little something you might notice there. For some reason, swords, if you pick them up and then drop them again, they just fall through the map. I don't know why, it really just seems to apply to swords, but if you're not on it immediately just to pick it up, then say goodbye to that sword. I kind of knew about that before, but I was hoping now would be a better time to try it again. Maybe, hopefully they fixed it. They sure didn't. So pages are kind of in a peculiar area, actually. They're in Bullard Swamp. And the dagger is in Westboro Junkyard. Now, in non-autistic terms, from people that probably haven't played this every day since release, no comment on that. As you can see here, it's the southernmost part and the northernmost part. Usually on this big-ass map, and really on this one and the other one that's not Kandar, the dark ones are like 100% of the time in the south. This match was a little bit of an exception. Anyway, we collected all map pieces. At this point, I figure it's good to get in a car. Like, whatever. The demon will kind of figure out we're going to one place or another and just trap it up, so. I think Henry is doing his own thing and he's opting for pages. If these people are willing to follow me, I actually want to take him to Westboro. Or, I don't know if it's Westboro. The junkyard, basically. Because, my experience, if you decide to do that one last, the storm is going to be on you immediately. Same thing applies to Misty Groves. basically in any of those corners that are on the edge, especially the northern edge of the map, then good luck. Because the storm's going to be right on you, and if the demon gets on you, they can just start throwing you guys as your fear is going to be up into the storm. So, something I'd rather avoid.
Leave me alone.
Nice thing about this team of randoms, well, at least these three, can't speak for Henry there, is we're all willing to stick together here. But yeah, so playing as Hunter Ash, especially against Puppeteer, my duty, like the thing I take really seriously right now, playing against Puppeteer, if I want to beat them, is being close to anyone that's being attacked by a possessed unit. Which, I'm going with Mia, but support Ash is, yeah, he's getting attacked back there. So watch closely here. Look at the possessed unit. You see that, actually, okay, yeah, there's no red smoke around him. So that, basically just shoot those guys. That's a regular possession. Not a huge deal. Now look at this one. You see the red smoke kind of trailing behind him? Depossess that shit. That is the power possession, and that is that 95% health boost, plus that that 15% damage boost. And don't forget the fear, of course. That is the utter horse shit right now that is going on with Puppeteer. And yeah, as Hunter Ash, like, I'm not trying to depossess like anyone that gets possessed or any basic unit. I mean, I will sometimes, but main thing, especially in early game, is just watching over everybody like a hawk and making sure that the Puppeteer doesn't have a chance to single anybody out with power possession. Because right now, power possession is just ridiculous. Elgos, I don't give a shit. He's not super powerful.
The group has begun to collect the Gundarian dagger, initiating a period of battle against.
I have a group of friends I play with, and we found a pretty good team with one support, one warrior, one Ed, and Hunter Ash. Usually me playing as Hunter Ash, but I figured if you're running into this problem and you come to this video looking for a solution to Puppeteer, it'd be disingenuous for me to be like, just get a 4-man team. Yeah, get a 4-man team if you want, but this is an example of it working out in the solo queue world. Look at him closely. There's no red smoke, so there's no need to use the exorcism ability. Mia might be an exception because with a one-handed weapon, she can be very deadly with that thing. In fact, I don't want to take any chances with her attacking our support. Since the three of us are together, I figure we'll have an okay chance now against a power possession. On another note too, the cars in this game are pretty ridiculous at this point. Like a demon just barely has to possess them, and then basically if you want to kick the demon out of the car, like by shooting it, it'll break your car within about 3 tries. So at this point, cars almost seem more beneficial for demon than they are for survivors, which not a huge deal, but I feel like I'm okay with giving the demons a bone here by all means. But I think it's a little tip towards demon. I guess I would say just give the cars more health. And but one thing I do like about the car update is that it actually damages survivors pretty significantly. And specifically support and hunter. Which, I mean, if a hunter is really good at dodging, it's a good way. She was too far there. If a hunter's good at dodging, you know, it's a really good way to really damage them. Alright, support Ash doesn't seem super interested in these Shemps right now.
You hold the lost pages of the Necronomicon, the rarest and most powerful artifacts in our world.
So yeah, we just did a pretty significant split cap right there.
Your team now holds
And
the Kandarian
yeah, that's gotta hurt his demon.
ancient weapon carved from human bone.
But you know what? At this point, I don't really have much remorse for Puppeteer.
You now possess
Because
the lost pages and
the way I
Kandarian
see it, when
blade.
people are playing Puppeteer right now and they're really going sweaty with it,
I wish you the best.
you know, you're basically exploiting a broken mechanic of this game. And I mean, by all means, it's still in the game now. That's kind of on the devs more than the players. But at the same time, you know, don't expect mercy if you're gonna get stomped. Joys of solo queue, basically trying to corral these people. They want to go that way, fine, but I'm more worried about the storm, so I'd rather be heading south than east, which they were heading east to Clara's Pond. Clara's Pond is not really worth the detour. Sometimes you can have good stuff, but Jake's is a lot better for the loot. But yeah, not trying to waste too much time here. Looks like Henry's getting attacked. It's probably the first time he's been attacked the entire game, so he should be able to handle it. So yeah, to I guess summarize, if you're tired and you're sick and tired of playing against overpowered puppeteers, I don't even know why I'm doing that. He's still possessed. If you're sick and tired of playing against you know, puppeteers that are sweaty and just want to stomp you with their bullshit power possess, this is the best way I found to counter that shit. Don't be trigger happy with your exorcism ability. Oh yeah, and kind of a weird twist, the dark ones are the north end of Dead End, which, yeah, happens once in a while, but usually they're on the south side. Anyway, yeah, be careful with your exorcisms and watch for that power possession. It can be a little tricky to see, but once you get an idea that it's basically the red fog surrounding a possessed unit, you should be gravy. And of course, stay on your team, and of course you can't control that if your team is solo queue and they all want to split off and do their own thing, and they don't realize kind of how inherently dangerous Puppeteer is right now. I know the irony in it because I made a video basically saying he was the worst demon. Well, that was then, and this is now. So he sees my lower health and he's targeting that. Three. And if you're Puppeteer, that's a great way to counter the exorcism. I guess possess somebody that can attack really fast and just down me, which happened to be the case there. Now before I really got a chance to dodge out of that, he just smacked me back down again.
I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure one of our team members is about to cross over.
Dropping my gun. So I want to wait until my fear kind of goes away. I don't know what to do about it, but something actually happens here, which I haven't seen before. I'm not able to pick that gun up, and I'm not able to really attack. You'll see me attacking in a second. So I tried dropping my other weapon because sometimes that works, and that's me attacking now with fists. Something's going on, I don't really know what. Now the solution, oh, and I can't even attack the dark ones. I'm completely useless right now. Completely. So it turns out the solution to this problem, if you happen to run into this problem, is use your active ability. A lot of times that'll unlock you out of whatever bullshit this game throws at you, which shows you, it gives you a lot. There goes Mia again, using her power to fuck me up.
Don't finish the thing.
I don't get what happened to Henry there. He had his invincibility going on. And this is another part where Henry is a complete fucking god right here. Throws him in the fog. Yeah, this dude is a legend. I will not forget that. And again, I go to my weapon, and I'm unable to pick it up. So try to make myself useful, use the active ability. Didn't seem to reach Mia. But now I can at least pick up my freaking weapons again. Please fix your fucking game. And Elago starting off with that like he always does. And did I forget ammo? No, I did not. Somebody picked it up. So, even if you're not Hunter Ash, key takeaway from Puppeteer is stick to each other really closely. This isn't a great example of that, but this is a good team, and it's kind of like showing like if we as long as we really stick together, we can kind of counter him. But yeah, Hunter Ash watch. Oh, thank God for Henry, still being a beast, getting me the ammo I need. But yeah, sticking together, and especially that exorcism, watching for power possessions, is basically the best way to shut off the try-hard nature of Puppeteer as it is currently in the meta. I noticed lately more Puppeteers going for book, which, I mean, I guess at this point, if we're all still alive, that's the best chance you're going to get, but still haven't really seen it be effective unless there's like maybe one or two people in the game. Get in for that last photo shot. And yeah, that's probably the best way you can deal with Puppeteer. Now, this wasn't a great game. I did kind of get my ass kicked at one part there, but at the same time, watch for those power possessions, exercise the power possessions, and you should be all right. Also, get some friends. That'll also help. But yeah, that's all I got for now, and take care.